Good afternoon. This is the Appropriations Committee meeting for April 16th. It is approximately 3:04 p.m. We have all of our council people in house except for Councilwoman Chappell, who will be joining us shortly. And Vice Chair Raymond is not here. In chambers is Councilman Syme, Councilman Bashan, who is here in Metro, but I guess he'll be joining us as well. And Councilman Leininger and Councilwoman Shanklin. We do have a quorum. And the disclaimer is this meeting is being held pursuant to KRS 61.826 and Council Rule 5.A. And our first item has been withdrawn from the sponsor. So we will move directly on to item number 2, which is an NDF appropriating $2,000 from District 6 Neighborhood Development Funds through the Office of Management and Budget to Toonerville Trolley Neighborhood Association, Inc. for cost associated with the Old Louisville Spring Fest Kids Zone. And the sponsor is J.P. Leininger. And would you like to speak to it since you're here?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Before you ask for to allow this appropriation from our NDF fund for the costs associated with the Spring Fest in Old Louisville, this is a really great activity that they put on each year. It's one of the best activations of this park. Actually, when we were meeting with the Parks Department and going through all the different parks in our district, they pointed out that this park has a giant jump in usage, not just that day, but around it. And it's a great event that brings people together in an area that's not always as active in the community. In Old Louisville, we get a lot of activation in Central Park, of course, and the areas around St. James because of the art show and the holiday home tours and things like that. But this is really important to the areas that are in the eastern part of Old Louisville, the Toonerville Trolley neighborhood. And it's a great event. Vendors come, Bounce House, TARC had a great presentation last year. They had people come onto the bus and talk about ridership and how to use public transit in Louisville. It's just a really great event for the city, and I'd like for you all to support this, please.
Okay, any questions or concerns? This is a voice vote, so all those in favor say aye. 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 And opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and the legislation passes.
Thank you.
Item number 3 is an NDF appropriating $5,000 from District 8 Neighborhood Development Funds through the Office of Management and Budget to Trees Louisville, Inc. for the tree canopy improvement project adjacent to the Bardstown Road corridor. And the sponsor is Ben Reno Weber. Thank you. Properly moved and seconded. And is there a speaker for this?
Good afternoon, council members. These funds are being used to hire a contractor who plants the trees that we are not paying for, and to replace some of the trees on Bardstown Road and corridors associated with that. And we are asking that you support us in that request to spend our NDF funds.
Okay, any questions or concerns? Seeing none, this allows a voice vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. And opposed, no. And ayes have it, so the legislation passes.
Thank you.
Item number 4 is a CIF appropriating $22,640 from District 8 Capital Infrastructure Funds to Public Works for 4 speed humps and 4 speed hump signs to be placed on Spring Drive between Village Drive and Speed Avenue. And this is also District 8.
Thank you. I'm Betsy Foster. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm the legislative aide for District 8, and these funds are going to be used to put in speed humps on a street that has become very active in our district and having issues with traffic volume and speed, and we would appreciate your approval of the use of our CIF funds for $22,640.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any questions? Seeing none, this allows a voice vote. So all those in favor say aye. Aye. Aye.
Thank you very
Opposed?
much.
Opposed? And this will go to consent? Okay. Okay. Item number 5 is an ordinance appropriating $11,120 from District 9 Neighborhood Development Funds to Metro Parks for the repair of a fence at Field Elementary. And the sponsor is Councilman Owen, District 9. Properly moved and seconded. And we have our speaker.
Hello, Chair and members. My name is Regina Garr, Administrative Assistant for Councilman Owen, District 9. For this one, the funds will be transferred to Metro Parks to repair the fence at Field Elementary, Eastover Park. This fence will help the students and children in the neighborhood have a safer experience at the park and keep them from running outside of the parameters. The PTA at Field Elementary will be contributing $5,000 towards the project.
Okay, thank you. We can note that Councilwoman Chapel is here. And is there any questions or concerns? Councilwoman Chapel?
You had mentioned the park that's adjacent to the elementary school, I think Eastover Park, Endover?
It's Eastover Park.
Eastover Park. And is that Louisville Metro property?
That's a good question. Not 100% sure, but I know that the park is open to the public.
Sure. I'm just asking, oh, yeah, sure.
My name is LaTanya Bell. I'm the Council Financial Analyst for Metro Council. That park is not property of Metro governments. It's property of the school district. That's why a contract had to be put in place. And this item has been on the agenda, I think, for the last 3 or 4 meetings now, and it was held. I did communicate with the district to tell them to try to recommend going through the Jefferson County Foundation in the future, because that's the way the majority of these go through. So there was a contract in place, but it took a while to get that in place.
Thank you. I was curious because we have a park in our district, District 15, that is open to the public, but it's JCPS property and it needs a lot of maintenance. So I would love to bend Councilman Owen's ear about that
Of course.
partnership. So thank you.
All right, any other questions or concerns? This is an ordinance, so it will require a roll call vote.
Voting is open. Councilwoman Shanklin? Chair Parker, you have 5 yes votes.
Okay, and it will go to the consent calendar.
Thank you.
Item number 6 is an ordinance appropriating $10,000 from neighborhood development funds in the following manner: $5,000 each from District 4 and 9 through the Office of Management and Budget to Hildegard House, Inc. for the organization's personnel, utility, and phone cost. And this is also Councilman Owen. Thank you. Properly moved and seconded. And we have our speaker again.
Thank you. Hildegard House provides a home and compassionate care for individuals at the end of life who have no home or loved ones to care for them so that they may die with dignity. Hildegard House is the only organization where an individual experiencing homelessness can access hospice services. Hildegard House employs 4 part-time nurses and utilities, water, gas, electric, and phone, and basic needs of the program. These funds will be used for personnel costs, utilities, and phone. Their total request is $15,000, so we'd be grateful for any other council offices that join us in support.
D18 will put in 500.
Thank you.
District
So-
15 will put in 500.
Okay. Anybody else want to add? So it'll have to be amended for, we're up to 6,000. So all those in favor? All those in favor of the amendment to add more dollars? Thank you. I keep forgetting that today. Okay. All right. Properly moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. And opposed, nay. Ayes have it. And so now we can do a roll call vote for the total amount.
Voting is open. Councilwoman Shanklin? Chair Parker, you have 5 yes votes.
All right, and it will go to consent.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, it's amended, so it goes to old business. Thank you. Item number 7 is an ordinance appropriating $2,500 from neighborhood development funds in the following manner. $2,500 from District 9 through the Office of Management and Budget to the Louisville Academy of Music, Inc. for cost associated with its summer symposium. And do we have a motion and a second? Properly moved and seconded. And yes, would you like to speak to this,
Of
too?
course. Thank you. The Louisville Academy of Music Summer Symposium is a 2-week immersive program for young musicians of all skill levels scheduled for June 16th through June 27th, 2025. The program fosters personal and musical growth in a collaborative environment, including daily movement, Juneteenth programming, and workshops with distinguished guest artists. Approximately 30 students are selected each year through an application process. Half of symposium participants receive partial or full scholarships. Funds will be used for faculty, staff, guest artists, and program expenses. We are asking for other council offices to join us in making an impact for young musicians. Their total request is $19,693.
Anyone like to make any additions? Okay, seeing none. If we're ready to vote, this will require a roll call vote.
Voting is open. Councilwoman Shanklin? Thank you. Chair Parker, you have 5 yes votes.
Okay, and this will go to consent. Oh,
Please do. Thank you.
it goes to old business? Oh, yeah, okay. So, okay. Item number 8 is an NDF appropriating $5,000 from District 9 Neighborhood Development Funds through the Bright Side, Inc. for the 2025 Heart of St. Matthews Beautification Project to include planters, plants, and banners along Shelbyville Road. This is Councilman Owen. Thank you. Properly moved and seconded.
It's
You're
me
on.
again. Funds will be transferred to Brightside for the beautification of St. Matthews to purchase items such as planters, plants, and other plant materials. Other parties include Independence Bank, City of St. Matthews for maintenance and watering.
All right, any questions or concerns? NDF, we can do a voice vote. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Ayes have it, and the legislation passes. Item number 9 is an NDF appropriating $3,000 from District 9 Neighborhood Development Funds through the Office of Management and Budget to Crescent Hill Community Council, Inc. for security cost for the 2025 Frankfurt Avenue Easter Parade on April 19th. Andrew Owen again. Thank you. Probably moved and seconded.
Thank you again. The Crescent Hill Community Council, Inc. is the host of the annual Frankfurt Avenue Easter Parade. This year, the parade will take place on Saturday, April 19th, 2025, and we begin approximately at 11:30 a.m., ending at approximately 2 p.m. The parade has 50 entries, in which include floats, animals, bands, and so forth, none of which are asked to pay an entrance fee, as we want to maintain a free community event. This event allows constituents from all districts and allows them to celebrate together. Their request will cover the security and traffic control.
Okay, thank you. So this is an NDF. We can do a voice vote. All those in favor say aye. And opposed, nay. No nays. The legislation passes. And I will note that we have been joined by our Vice Chair, Josie Raymond. Item number 10.
Thank you.
Is an NDF appropriating $2,100 from neighborhood development funds in the following manner: $1,050 from District 24 and $350 each from District 13, 22, and 23 to Louisville Metro Animal Services for 3 free rabies license and microchip clinics to be held at Highview Park on May 24th. For the Fraternal Order of Eagles Club on June 7th, 2025, and Fern Creek Park on June 21st, 2025. Motion and a second? Motion. Properly moved and seconded. Any questions or concerns? Okay, this is an NDF. We can do a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. No nays. The ayes have it, and the legislation passes. Item number 11 is a CIF appropriating $34,640 from District 2 Capital Infrastructure Funds to Public Works for 5 speed humps and 2 speed hump signs on Hansies Drive between Poplar River Road and Fern Valley Road, and 3 speed humps and 2 speed hump signs on Mansfield Lane between Shepherdsville and Rangoon Way. And the sponsor is Councilwoman Shanklin. Do we have a motion and a second? Properly moved and seconded. And Councilwoman Shanklin?
Hey, Ms. Shanklin, you're the one in charge over here. No, I'm Caleb Howard. I'm the legislative assistant for Council District Number 2. This is just a typical speed bump project. Both Hanses and Mansfield had constituents that called us requesting these speed bumps due to especially speeding issues. I do believe maybe Ms. Shanklin does have some additional information she'd like to share.
Well, I just want to say that they were left off of a long list that we had, and it's been about 3 years. And so we just try to catch up and get all of the rest of them done.
All right. This is a CIF. We can do a voice vote. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. No nays. The legislation passes. It's so quiet in here. I feel like we need some background music or something. Item number 12 is an ordinance appropriating $5,000 from neighborhood development funds in the following manner: $5,000 from District 12 through the Office of Management and Budget to Harbor House of Louisville, Inc. for payment of the Great American Race Event Game contract and marketing costs for the 22nd Annual Kentucky Derby fundraising event. And this is, sponsor is Councilman Jonathan J.J. Motion. Probably moved and seconded. You're on.
All right, thank you so much. The Harbor House is within District 12, and it's an adult day training facility where community living support for elderly patients that do not live in staff residence, but also for our special needs community takes place. They also have respite care where they have 2 short-term respite homes. They have employment opportunities through the Kentucky Department of Vocational Rehabilitation. And just do some really good work. And it's not just for District 12 by any means that the good work is done in. In fact, most of the individuals that Harbor House helps is outside of District 12. It just so happens to be housed in District 12. And so we're really proud of that, and we're really thankful to be partnering with Harbor House with their Kentucky Derby, which is where thousands and thousands and thousands of rubber ducks go in the Ohio River, per se, and there's a race where there's like a top 5 finish and whatnot. And all proceeds go back to helping the Harbor House as a fundraiser. And so I was fortunate enough to, about a month ago, go to the Harbor House for a tour, and just the good work that they're doing with the special needs community. It's inspiring for sure, and the empowerment that they give. And I think that is a community that's oftentimes marginalized and forgotten. And so I certainly want to be on board to help Harbor House how we can, and we are seeking additional funding from other council districts if they would be interested in helping us out with the Kentucky Derby that is on April 26th at the Ohio. And the waterfront is kind of open for people to watch it, and we invite anybody else to come out to the waterfront to watch.
Well, I'm ashamed to say I've never been, but we can amend your 5,000. District 18 will give another 500.
District
Councilwoman Chapman.
15, 500.
Okay. So this is amended for an extra,
I got, please.
oh, Councilman Simon.
District 13, 500.
All right. So 1,500 added. So it's amended. All those in favor?
Move the amendment.
Sorry.
Second.
Probably moved and seconded. So all those in favor of the amendment?
Aye.
Say aye. Opposed, nay. Okay, so it is properly amended, and now we can vote on the entire ordinance.
Voting is open. Councilwoman Shanklin? Thank you. Chair Parker, you have 5 yes votes.
Okay, and this will go to old business. Okay, item number 13 is an ordinance appropriating $5,500 from District 13 Neighborhood Development Funds to Metro Parks for the 2025 Village Green Concert Series. Sponsor is Councilman Syme. Motion and a second. I'll second. Councilman Syme, would you like to speak to it?
Thank you, Ms. Chair. This appropriation is for $5,500 to NDF. We're starting a Village Green concert series in the middle of Fairdale on the weekends, and we invite you out, and I look for your support.
All right. Any questions or concerns? See, you're following in the footsteps of Councilman Peden. Okay. So this is an ordinance, so it will require a roll call vote.
Voting is open. Thank you, Councilwoman Shanklin. Chair Parker, you have 5 yes votes.
All right.
You're not asking Councilwoman Raymond.
Oh, I'm sorry, Councilwoman Raymond?
Yes.
You have 6 yes votes.
Okay.
I didn't ask.
All right, so this will go to the consent calendar. Item number 14 is an ordinance appropriating $2,500 from neighborhood development funds in the following manner. $2,500 from District 13 through the Office of Management and Budget to Greater Louisville Pride Foundation, Inc. for printing cost for a banner honoring My Morning Jacket. Do we have a motion and a second? Okay, Councilman Simon, tell us what My Morning Jacket is.
Thank you, Ms. Chair. My Morning Jacket is a homegrown band from Louisville, male high school, Manual, and also South Oldham. They've taken Louisville around the world. They've been around for 25 years. And this is a banner that the big gray and black banners you see on the sides of the buildings. We've been working on this for 25 years because I think My Morning Jacket deserves it. They're an awesome ambassador, and when they do shows in Louisville, they always use homegrown acts, local acts, Louisville Percussionist Society, the kids, and so they always give back. Jim James and the band. I am proud to honor them with the banner, and I'm looking for more funding if you guys are willing to help out.
I've got one more question. Do they take a slate of homegrown bands, or is it just one band?
My Morning Jacket is one band, and they're going to get their own banner. So it's going to be
Okay.
My Morning Jacket's Louisville, like the other ones, and it's rightly deserved.
Okay. Okay, this requires a roll call vote. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Just a question, and you might not be able to answer it, Councilman. These banners, they get kind of raggedy after a while. Have you ever talked to the Greater Pride Foundation in what that timeline is for them being up? And, their responsibility for taking it down?
But they are responsible for maintenance, and they do. It all depends on where they've been placed. If the sun hits it for a longer time, it'll fade out. Some do need replaced. They're using different materials now. They're lasting a little longer. I couldn't give you the exact longevity, but they do maintenance them and replace them at the end, and that'll be another cost. But they do maintain them.
Sure. I just know that our friend Jennifer Lawrence down here is looking a little sad.
I have a few of them that are.
Yes. But you can count me in for $500.
Thank you.
500 from District 12.
Okay, there's 1,000 extra added. So what's that make our total? 3,500? Okay,
I'll get 500.
1,500. Okay, so it's amended. Do we have a motion and a second? Properly moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 And no nays. So the now we'll vote on the entire ordinance. Roll call.
Voting is open. Councilwoman Raymond?
Yes.
Councilwoman Shanklin? Chair Parker, you have 6 yes votes.
All right, and it will go to old business. Item number 15 is NDF appropriating $1,750 from District 13 Neighborhood Development Funds to Metro Parks for entertainment expenses associated with the Gateway to the Fest event on May 16th, 2025. Do we have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Probably moved and seconded. I think we need to hang out more with Councilman Sam. He's got a lot of festivals and parties going on. Okay. So tell us about your event.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This event, we have the Forest Festival at the Jefferson Memorial Forest, and it's an all-day festival, bluegrass festival, and we decided to initiate Gateway to the Fest, and that will be the Friday before the festival. And we're not asking for any more money. We've got enough. We're just asking you to come out and enjoy the Gateway to the Fest. Thank you.
All right, any questions or concerns? Seeing none, this is a NDF. We can do a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. And no nays. Legislation passes. Item number 16 is a CIF appropriating $988.06 from District 13 Capital Infrastructure Fund to Metro Parks to provide exercise equipment and cutting mats for quilting to be used at the Fairdale Playtorium. And this is District 13 again.
Motion.
Properly moved and seconded. We don't need a speaker, but if you would like to tell us about it, you may.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It's self-explanatory. We're trying to help the seniors out and at the Fairdale Playtorium. If you would vote yes, I'd appreciate it.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it, so legislation passes. And item number 17, this is our last one, is an NDF appropriating $500 from District 15 Neighborhood Development Funds to Metro Parks for application fees for the Iroquois Hill Runners Club for two events, Swags 5K on May 20th and Pizza Run on June 10th. And the sponsor is Councilwoman Chapel. Properly moved and seconded. Do you want to tell us about it?
Sure. I'm going to preface with saying I'm not a runner and I will not be attending these events, but congratulations to all those who run. This is just covering the Metro Parks application fees. It's $500 just so the runners don't have to cover that cost, and I think it's a very welcome and treasured, they are both welcome and treasured events in District 15 and in Iroquois Park.
And just curious, what does the 500 is covering the application fees, but what does the application fees go towards?
I think that includes the closure of the park and the barricades, so rental of the space.
Okay, and Metro Parks wouldn't automatically do that? Okay.
They sure don't.
All right. So, this requires a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the legislation passes. Oh,
May I say something before you adjourn?
yes.
We have 5 bats and proclamations for My Morning Jacket that we're going to be given to them on the 24th when we unveil the banner. So if you would, please sign the bats and the proclamations on the table out here. Appreciate it. Thank you, Ms. Chair.
All right. And we have no more legislation, and we are adjourned.